Oh hey, what's up guys? Today we are on Smitty's account. He came around and asked for a takeover, and that's what I did for him. And he was asking for a Hydra team, and you can probably imagine for what. He wanted to have a Yannicka team, so I tried to make him a nightmare team, and his clan is not looking too good, so I actually know if we make that team happen for him, his clan will like get juicy rewards and stuff, and it makes me happy, and that's what I came up with. Since we don't have the blue hat in the beginning, it is a little bit more easy for me. And yeah, I think a lot of people trying to do what I do right now, and they have a lot of problems and stuff. That's why I thought I bring you in for the takeover and I show you what I basically came up with. And also this is for Smitty personally, so he can see what I did to make his one working, and he can just repeat whatever I did. And since I cannot go on recently used first, I will technically show you what the champions. I will tell you what they have on gear. Emic right now is in protection, but we don't want protection on him. But since it is working for me, I still have him in protection set, so everything is okay for me, but usually you don't want protection on him. And our Krisk is in a cursed set, and obviously he has the stats and stuff, everything like resistance and accuracy. That's what you need. Probably a lot of people will ask for a replacement for Krisk. And I have kind of bad news for you if you want to go brutal, nightmare and stuff. When the red hat is opening in the opening rotation, you got a lot of problems. But since we are using Brogni, it could be maybe someone else that is just a buff extender on the end. And yeah, it is kind of a little bit tricky. When I'm back on the test server, I will do even more testings around these teams. And I think I can make a chain cleanse kind of team that always goes, and you have the Brogni in there, and even if the blue hat is appearing and stuff, it does not matter on the end. So keep an eye out for that. That was Krisk. That is Wixwell. He is in a Merciless and a Reflex set. Totally recommended, because you want to see your buffs grazing up on the duration. Like on the end you have 13 turns on the duration. Even if something goes a little bit wrong, you still can count on that you have a lot of duration on your buffs. So even if you mess up one rotation or something, you click one time the wrong thing and something, it won't make your buffs disappear. That's basically why you want that. And yeah, you never know who gets eaten sometimes, if your Emic gets your buff stolen, and it's just a good thing. That is Brogni right now. He will cast his block debuffs once and never again, and then he will just increase our shields. With Brogni it is way easier, but technically it can be done without Brogni, and you can just, you gotta have a little bit more defense on all your champions and stuff, and it's a little bit more harder. But with Brogni it's kind of a little bit easy. Yannicka does not use anything, and she is in a shield set. So one of our champions needs a shield set. And also Nia is in... What is she in? I think she is in nothing, just she's just having the normal things like a broken set. And of course you can see the speeds in here. It's a little bit more easy for you, so you see the real speeds on the end. And I technically told you what they have on gear sets, and you can just do it that way on the end. And I'm gonna tell you what I did to make it a lot easier for me. And yeah, so let's talk about what I actually did. So on the beginning, you won't use anything on Emic because you don't want the unkillable. The unkillable on your Krisk, for example, is a coming and going buff on the end. You will place it, and some point he will lose it, because unkillable you cannot buff extend. That's why I actually wanted it to not be on our Krisk on the end, so he can have 10 buffs on the end, but they're all staying buffs. Like you can increase all of them instead of one buff just being there and sometimes not, is making your mischief targeting a little bit awkward. So what we do is to actually do A1. That will also increase the shield of our Krisk. That is super nice. We do A1 on our Nia. We will do the intercept on our Krisk. Or later on the champion who you want to be the mischief tank. That is really nice on him. And also we're gonna use the block debuffs for once. Buff increase. I messed it up. Let me go quickly again in. So that's what we do. A1, A1, and the intercept on our Krisk again. We will use our block debuffs. Then we will use buff increase this time. And so now he has 8 buffs on the end. And at this point we will just use an A1 on our Yannicka. And also they go a turn now, that's okay, whatever. And then we use the A2. And also we use the A3 right near. Right now the thing is, the Krisk will get 2 more buffs, strengthen and ally protection. And even right now, Krisk is ally protecting all the champions right now. But if you use ally protection right now, Krisk will get a ally protection and Nia will actually do the ally protection about Krisk. So it is really nice, it's way easier to keep your shield on the end. But I probably mentioned it already, but it is really hard. It is not easy on the end, to be honest. And that's why you need all the good things. Like if you don't have a Krisk, you need even better gear that I have right now. So keep that in mind. And basically at this point we can use our auto, but we will click the head with the most defense, HP or whatever he has the most, but he will stay the, like he's the tankiest one of them. And at this point we will just wait a long time and we will kill one of those heads. We have to, we have to pray that the mischief head is coming back instead of a blue head or something. But since I made it that it is full auto right now, it is not such a struggle. So if I do takeovers on the end, I want to give you guys a team that can excuse me, that can be done without any struggles, just mostly auto, or just not too much thinking about it, so you guys can just enjoy what I did on the end. And maybe if you are interested in a takeover, they are paid, but if you want one, you can just come over into my Discord, just send me a DM and I will check it out and we will get something working and stuff like that. And at this point in the team we are basically just waiting. At this moment there's nothing that can go wrong, to be honest. Like our team is not gonna die, our team is not gonna get a provoke or whatever. There's just nothing happening here. Just at the end we want to kill a head, but that's basically why I not did Nightmare. On Nightmare his Sprogny was not capable to do all the damage, and that's why I decided to go on Brutal. He can totally do it, to be honest, he can do it. But I had to probably break some arena champions of his and stuff, and I couldn't reach him anymore. He was probably sleeping at work or something. And that's why I decided to do that one. And you can go on Nightmare totally, but you need more stats. Your damage is kind of really important, so you need to kill a head on the end. But if the blue head is respawning, it is really unlikely that you can do what you wanted to do before, unless maybe, like you see in the video we're gonna jump in a second, that the blue head was spawning but also mischief head. So because I had a lot of durations on my buffs, I was capable to do even then the super billion damage trick and stuff. But it is more likely that you will fail when the blue head is spawning. And but I will go on the test server. I try to make like a chain cleansing kind of scenario team where Sprogny in, and probably instead of a Krisk, a Anchorite or Mikage, because they can cleanse too, and so every second turn and they do cleansing and stuff. But at this point, enough talking, we will jump into a video where I actually did it. And keep in mind, this will not work all the time. Like, you gotta be lucky on your RNG on the end if the white head is respawning, and if not, you probably have to do it again. But we are in full auto, so it's kind of okay. But so let's go into the video. Alright, so we kept doing just autoing and targeting the middle right one. I don't know his name right now. And at this point in time, the poison head will die. And that's basically what you want. At some point you want one head to be killed. And then you gotta be lucky about your respawn and stuff. You know how it is. But let's go a little bit forward and let's see who came actually back. He came just back, so I was kind of a little bit unlucky because I was already on the turn where I need to be, so I gotta kill them again. So let's do it a little bit forward again. And I think I killed another head or something, or 2 heads or something. Let's go skippity skip. Come on. Faster, do it. Yes, I think I killed both of them. The red head and also the poison head. So the poison head died. And yeah, on the end it is all RNG, to be honest. Like, reflect damage on the end can kind of kill your run. You will see what I mean, but yes. So we got the blue head, and I was curious because the red head on the side was almost dead. So I thought to myself, like, maybe I'm trying it out, killing the red head, hoping for a good respawn, and let's try it out. That's why I actually say you need more durations on your buffs, so if something like that happens and you lose a buff increase or something, then it is not so much of a problem than if you had just 2 buff duration all the time, because you don't have merciless and stuff, and that is kind of tricky. So at this point I felt, to be honest, really good about it, so I kept going on. And let's check out the respawn. And yes, it was actually the mischief. Yeah. And yes, we are trying to do our, at this point, I actually don't know what happened, why she got eaten and stuff. Okay, probably because of True Fear something happened, but if our Progny now gets eaten, that is no worries at all. He already did his job, he did basically nothing at all anymore. So we already got the head out that we want. Progny is not relevant anymore, so he can be eaten, that is no problem. That's why I kept going. And also, yes, it's kind of a little bit long-winded because I went on manual right there. That's also what I recommend for you. And the trick right here is just to use the intercept on another champion that you want to be buff stolen. And also you can use Krisk, his A2, to give yourself increased speed on other champions, and they will get targeted. And at this point, Yannicka got her buff stolen. That is kind of nice, but not so nice on the end. You kind of see what I mean. And let's skip a little bit forward. When the mischief target actually, now we got all perfect scenario, to be honest, guys. Like, that looks really sweet. We can just blow them away, but we got a problem. One big problem. You see what I mean in a second. Let's do the blow up and stuff. Wait, we kind of missed it. So let's go on Yannicka, and she wants to do the blow up, but we got a little bit of a problem. We got 600 million. That is really nice for his clan, to be honest. That's about 2 billion damage what we did right now for the clan. But the head, wait, let me skip a little bit back. The head, the middle right one, I still don't know his name. He has reflect damage. And since Yannicka got her buff stolen, she does not have any shield anymore. So that's actually why she died. And that's not what we want. In this comp right here, I have seen some screenshots. They did 3.9 billion damage. And it's due to having the intercept buff on champions on the end, on other champions. First you get your buff stolen on your Yannicka, for example, then you blow them up. Then you just keep going. Even if they don't respawn in the right way, you can keep going till they respawn a mischief head, and then you can put them intercept buff on another champion like Wixwell or Emic, like whoever you want to be the buff stolen. And that's how you can even do 3-4 billion damage. And if you do that on Nightmare, that's, let's say, 5 billion damage. That would be 20 billion damage clan clash points for you, and that would be sick, to be honest. That is the dream for everybody. So let's check out what we actually did. We did 2.01 billion damage for his clan, and that is super nice, and I can already tell that will be super amazing for his clan. He will be #1 for a couple times, and yeah, at some point they will just equalize, hit the clans, and they will face other clans that are really good. But in total they will always be in top position, second or third or something. And yeah, that's kind of what I did for the takeover. And you know what? We have to kind of go back and check out the gear. Alright, we're gonna check out the gear. It's always a little bit awkward that I have to type all those champions again and again, and that was the Krisk right here. I'm gonna put it on Hydra again so you guys can see. Because it was a little bit big. You can pause the thingy, but I know some people will help that a ton. Masteries are like that. It's kind of funny to see a War Master, but it was already a War Master and I thought, hey, he already got the stats and stuff, so why not keep it? Let's go on Emic. And this one I actually wouldn't recommend putting him in resistance, because yeah, he kind of can get his buff stolen and you can press out another billion of damage, and that is just sick. So he is in kind of protection right now. I had to put out his banner so we can actually go on speed. Wait, let me put on those Hydra thingies. So right there. Also the Masteries right there. Who else was in there? Obviously Nia. Alright, let's check it out. Yeah, Masteries are just War Master right now. We could have taken defense. I didn't put it because it was already working, so I just thought, okay, why put something in there if it's not needed? I don't know if I showed you already the stats, but no problem, we just do it again. Alright, who else? Yannicka, 100%. In a shield set, but also a little bit crit rate, so she can get up her perfect veil. Without the perfect rail, she won't do the billions of damage, so keep that in mind. And yeah, that that happened to me too. They did the skill and nothing happened. I was like, hey, what's going on? And yeah, we have Helm Smasher. I probably should have changed that to War Master, because you can use her perfect veil, use A1s all the time, and you will basically get free War Masters all the time. And is it for free? Yeah, I'm just gonna quickly, because yes, it will help him. At the moment where you need to have those head be killed, it is actually nice to get on her perfect veil and then use her War Masters all the time too. We will put that one here too, so yeah, just a little. Yeah, I should have taken that one right there, but yeah. And also that's kind of what you need already, and that was... Did I show you the stats? I keep forgetting it. But better be safe than forgiving. Not forgiving, you know what I mean. And who else was in there? Of course Wixwell. He is super important in there. And like I said, he is in a reflex, in a merciless, because you want his skill happening all the time, again and again and again. And if you do it faster, that is super appreciated. You know how it is. And yeah, we have been taking a couple of things in here, not everything. I wasn't too sure about going on resistance and stuff, because he can get his buff stolen too. So I was like, maybe I'm not gonna do it. So I couldn't decide, and the team already works, so why change anything? And did I put his stats in your face? Hydra, awesome. And who else was in the team? Krisk, I think. Yannicka, Nia, Brogni. We got it. It is Brogni. Alright, it was that one. And we have a damage set. Those are the stats. Most of them have brimstone, so we can do the killing a little bit better. And also we do have Giant Slayer right now. I think Giant Slayer is the better one, because you proc it all the time when they take a turn, and you get all those Giant Slayer procs, and that is really nice. If you have a better Brogni with better stats on the end, if you have 350 crit damage and stuff, probably Helm Smasher would do the same for you. But yeah, we don't want to kill those heads super fast at this moment, so yeah. And I think I already showed you, but you know how it is. And yeah, that's the whole team. I hope he's like happy with my work, what I did for him. I think yeah, he will do a couple of billion damage. And if he's a little bit more lucky, he does the 1.2 billion, and that ×3 is kind of insane for his clan, and I think he's gonna like it. And also, yeah, if you guys want a takeover, hit me up. And I think I said everything about the comp already, and we don't have to talk about anything else anymore. And yeah, that will be the end of the video. Don't forget to press the like button, subscribe if you haven't done already, and yeah, have a nice day.